I'm getting to work this week in Canada, actually near Lake Huron. That's Lake Huron out there. It's beautiful here. It's just gorgeous spring happening here. Got my free upgrade, Dodge Challenger. Yeah, that's always nice. As you know, it's one of my goals is I rent the cheap stuff, hoping that I'll get a free upgrade. I got one, and it's a nice one. I've been talking a lot recently about curiosity and about sort of leaders that are more curious. For one thing, they learn a lot more, and they tend to be less judgmental. Because if you get more curious about what does it actually take to get work done, then you kind of set judgment aside. I don't really need your judgment. Judgment's easy. It's easy, especially after something happens, to judge people. I mean, we're kind of all geniuses after something happens anyway, right? We all know what we should have done. But I recently heard a plant manager say this. I thought it was quite smart. He said, I would try to relate to people. Something would happen. I'd go out to talk to them, and I would come up to them and say, I heard you got hurt out here. Sorry about that. I used to do that job. And he said it was weird because they were like kind of shutting down and not really talking to me. And I realized, like kind of in these hop conversations that we're having, that maybe the questions I was asking, the way I was talking, was not opening up the conversation. In fact, it was shutting it down. And here's what he tried. He just tried this out, and he said it worked. He said, I begin to go out and say to folks, I still try to connect with them and still try to say, hey, I understand this work is hard because I used to do this kind of work. But here's what he changed to. He would go out now and say, I used to do that job, but I haven't done that job in a long time. What's it like today? That's brilliant, right? That's a leader who says, I want to relate to you, and I want you to know I know this work is hard, but I haven't done this work in a long time. Teach me, what is it like today? That's curiosity, not judgment. And what he's finding is that people open up a lot quicker and tell him a lot more because he's actually being teachable, right? And I realize that there's some really cool stuff written called like humble inquiry and humble leadership and all those. Those are brilliant things. And from a practical point of view, I think what that means is be teachable. Don't think you already know the answer. As a matter of fact, be pretty sure you don't know the answer. And Edgar Schein just did some brilliant work in this space, and love that whole concept. And so for me as an old maintenance manager and an old engineer, right, it's like how do I be more curious and be more teachable? So hopefully that helps a little bit on your journey. Certainly enjoying the spring, and I hope you are too. And we'll catch up with you later. Can't even talk. All right, bye.